So we're going to start by making the Hokkaido milk bread, starting with just the rice flour. This is milk that has been cooked with rice flour, 1 egg, sugar and salt, yeast that has been proofed in warm water, and some room temperature butter. So one of the great things about using the rice flour is that it doesn't clump together like most wheat flours do, so there's no need to sift it when using it for baking or making any doughs with it. And then this will mix for about 2 to 3 minutes. Another great thing about the Japanese rice flour is you don't need any additional binders such as xanthan gums. Only egg yolk will suffice to keep the dough together. It's just dusting the table with rice flour while we roll out the dough. Rolling the dough out like this helps ensure that the loaf of bread will rise evenly. So then from here, the dough will sit out for a couple hours to proof at room temperature until the dough rises to fill the bread pan. So the dough has proofed about 3 to 4 hours now. It has risen fully, so now we're going to bake at 160 degrees Celsius for about 35 minutes. So next we're going to bread the meat. This is a Wagyu from Miyazaki, Japan, A5 ribeye. First we'll coat it in the rice flour, followed by egg wash, and then the rice panko. So now we're going to fry the Wagyu katsu. So it's going into oil that's about 170 degrees Celsius. This will only take about 2 to 2.5 minutes to fry. One of the great things about the rice flour panko specifically is it doesn't absorb the oil as much, so it comes out far less greasy, which makes it a better option and healthier for you as well. Now we'll let this rest for about 5 minutes before we make the sandwich. So the bread has been baking in the oven for about 35 minutes and it is time to come out now. So the bread came out of the oven. I let it cool down fully, and I sliced it. I cut off the crust and toasted one side of the bread for the Sando. I'm going to spread a little bit of the tare sauce. I'm going to trim just a little bit so it fits the bread perfectly. So when we made the bread at Uchu, we used a regular wheat flour. The rice panko and the rice flour interchanged almost seamlessly to replace the wheat flour and the wheat panko.